night I did something, you know, that I feel more of a guy. For me, who I am, my guy.
Out of the 100 men that go into war, 10 shouldn't even fucking be there. 80 of them are just targets. 10 do most of, or 9 do most of the fighting. 1 is a warrior. There's so many people who just show up to life that shouldn't even fucking be around. And there's few people who do all the work. I want to be part of that 9, and I'm working towards being that.
You see that look right there? Don't ever let a man see you like that. You give him the power over you. You gotta take your L, you take it with your head up, chest out. Like a man.
Make the sacrifices, make the unpopular decisions, and become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, that is the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, full responsibility to change.
If you had to create a human, what would you put them through to make them tough? It probably wouldn't be a really chill life. What would you put them through to make them patient? We probably wouldn't give them things immediately. And so it's like we want these traits, but each of the traits has a price tag attached to it. And it's just like, do you want to pay the price tag to get the thing? And so I think if people reframe the period of life that they're going through as the price that they're paying out of their wallet, but the wallet is their time, it's the seconds of life that they're trading for it, then I think more people will be willing to make the trade. Because at least when I look at myself, like when I'm 80 something years old and I'm looking back in my life, I want to have these traits. But in order to have those traits, I know I have to go through these things. And I think for me, that's given me a lot of comfort in hard times.
You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Okay.
George Foreman admits that he gave Muhammad Ali everything he had. Muhammad Ali grabbed him, pulled him to him. Old man hadn't fought in years, hurt. Muhammad Ali pulled him to him and said, "Is that all you got?" And George Foreman said, when he heard the words, "that all you got," it penetrated his spirit. I said, "I done gave my man everything I got. I can't see him not forget." Muhammad Ali said, when he said that to him, he looked into the pupils of his eyes, and he said at that point, he knew George Foreman.
You love this game. I mean, love it with your whole heart. Because if you don't, let's not even bother. Let's not open that door. They're just going to slam it right in our face. I love this game. I live this game. There's 1,000 other guys waiting in the wings who are obsessed with this game. Obsession is going to be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think, I am the best guy out there.
Whatever you do, you've got to be a little bit gone to it. You're not all there. You've got to be almost insane to your craft. Not a lot of people can understand that. That's why I don't know about nothing else. I do not pay attention to nothing else. There was games of football on yesterday. There was rugby. There was this. There was that. And like normal society is like, let's talk about this. Let's engage in this. And I can't do it. I just don't. People are talking to me, and in my head, I'm counting something. I'm counting up a number, or I'm knee deep in a sequence on the mat or on the feet. That's my life. Sequences and numbers. Nothing else. I cannot pay attention to nothing else.
The fear is never reaching your potential. That's it. But always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been.
Where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking. I need you to keep talking about what you were just saying.
It's warm on the couch. Your missus says stay in bed. It's comfy, it's cozy. You've got work later on. You had an argument last night. You're slightly hungover.
I know every motherfucker ain't going to do what I'm going to do.
And my personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you?
People don't see that. People will never understand it. To be success, all they think about, well, he batted 202, and he struck out a certain number of times. Yeah, okay. But the effort was there, and the learning curve and the passion is there that has transcended not just to me, but to other people who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything. So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world. Try not to bash into the walls too much. Try to have a nice family life. Have fun. Save a little money. But
good morning, everybody. How's everybody feeling? Hopefully y'all are doing amazing. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto episode 197. We will get started very soon. If y'all could do me a favor and just go over to our Telegram groups and Discord groups and just just drop in there, whether you drop the link, you drop your favorite GIF, you just drop on the call, something very simple just to help us. If we can get full participation on that and everybody can go and just help out with that, it really does help with us increasing the viewership of the show. So, if you can at least do that in support of the show, in support of the content that is coming up, and all the hard work that's been put in, that would be extremely helpful. So thank you all for taking the time to share. Thank you all for taking the time to actually click the link and be here. And we will get started in the next 2 minutes. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto. Everybody sit back, relax, and enjoy today's show.
life, that's a very limited life. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it.
When this goes online or whatever it is, it really matters. And then really doesn't matter. What matters is, the people who are sparked by it. And the people who are offended by it, it doesn't fucking matter. Fuck you. Because it's about motivating the doers.
It's time to stay focused. It's time.
All right, it's time to stay focused, y'all. It's time to stay focused. It's time to really get to the bag. So welcome to today's call. This is episode number 197. As you all can see, our live audience is a little low today. However, the audience on the inside, is extremely excited. I feel like there's a million people locked in with me right now. And that's just how I feel all the time. It don't really matter. But it's a damn shame that people miss this information all the time. And it's a damn shame that I told some people to invest, $200-$300 into one of the tokens in our I'm not going to name it. I'm not, I asked that people in my Discord group don't even drop the name of the token because it ain't even nobody's business anyway. But man, if y'all saw them, if y'all have seen them gains on them tokens we've been talking about, y'all, that's built on a lot of these ecosystems that we've been talking about, man, just light it up one time. I know I checked my portfolio yesterday and I was pretty impressed. I was actually pretty impressed. I know Brian's impressed right now for sure. I know Brian's impressed right now. That's a fact. Look, I was thinking about you yesterday, bro. I was like, man, I looked at my portfolio and I was like, man, I know B is bullish. You know what I mean? I know B is bullish right now. So, at the end of the day, y'all, everybody's not going to get wealthy with us. Everybody won't get rich with us. You know what I mean? A lot of people will miss a lot of these projects. Not y'all on the call, for sure. You all have been plugged in. But really for the people who will catch this show a year from now, there's times where these episodes will be watched a year from now, 2 years from now, and we'll be able to go back and really track our progress and see, was it worth it? That's the biggest question. Was it worth it for us to take the time to really dive into this space and invest. Like I tell you all, when it comes to cryptocurrency, you want to make sure that you don't come on this show and just get your financial advice. This is not a show where we offer financial advice. The show is entertainment purposes only. So if you are, looking and seeking to invest in the crypto, we highly recommend that you get with a trusted advisor or someone who, knows this space pretty well and can help you make solid decisions. There are literally over 20,000 different tokens out there. And, you don't want to get caught up into some, project that's not going to be around, because if your goal is to make money and to allow your money to sit for a 5 to maybe 10-year period, right? If you're in that, if that's you, if you're looking to let your money sit for a 5 to maybe 10-year period, you want to make sure that you're in projects that's not just going to up and disappear. Remember, Brad Garlinghouse said that 99% of crypto projects will go to zero. They will go to zero. And so if we know that, at this point, with regulation being fastly approaching, I wouldn't recommend being in the projects that do not bring real world utility. Okay. You got to remember that there's not going to be one winner in this space. There's not going to be one real world asset tokenization winner. There's not going to be one cross-border payments winner. There's not going to be one metaverse winner. There's not going to be one NFT platform. There's not going to be one DeFi platform. There's not going to be one DePIN platform. There's going to be a conglomerate of these companies. Same way, if you go over to the stock market right now, and you look at the S&P 500, it's a list of the top 500 companies, S&P 5. And so if you have 500 companies, okay, imagine this. Imagine the S&P 500 for crypto, right? Which I believe is coming. But imagine that, because you got to realize that just like the S&P 500 being an index, it lists the top 500 companies. Now, back in the early 90s, the 80s, the early 2000s, there were way more than there still are way more than 500 companies, right? But I mean, imagine there just being these 500 companies versus back then there were like 5,000 or 50,000 companies, right? So if you look at it today, there's been a monopoly that has been built within the industry. And so I believe that it's the exact same thing that's happening. So I share all of that to say this. All of the projects that we're investing here into at Coffee and Crypto really are projects that not only I'm telling you all to get into, but are projects that I have been increasing, my dollar cost averaging strategy into, right? So, at the end of the day, just make sure you all are staying diligent on your research. Make sure you're staying plugged into the Discord group. We've been doing a very good job this week. If you are not in the Discord group, unfortunately, prices have gone up. So there's no longer a $200 lifetime membership. The price is now $4.99 to get started. Okay. And this is the last point where you can get in $500, $4.99 for the lifetime and not have to worry about a $20 a month charge. The next round will be a $4.99 initiation fee into our Discord group and $20 a month after that. Okay. So if you have not gotten into our group yet, unfortunately, you missed the $100. Unfortunately, you missed the $200. Hopefully you don't miss the $4.99 by itself and have to get into a subscription process with us. Because I promise you, you will need Coffee and Crypto before, and I say this humbly speaking, but you will need Coffee and Crypto before Coffee and Crypto will need you, because we have 7 billion people to serve out here in the world. Okay. And with you being a part of that 7 billion, we want to be able to help and impact you. But the only way to truly do this, y'all, is for you to make this investment into your future. And it's very important to be inside of our community, especially if you follow us here on YouTube, because I do not share a lot of the tokens that we share. I've quit that. Not talking about all the projects no more. Not sharing that with YouTube. I'm not sharing it with Instagram. If you want the value, because listen, when I seen people like Brian, there's plenty of y'all. When I saw my boy Brian, the amount of money, right? Brian, let me ask you a quick question. Can I unmute you real quick, Brian? Real quick. Real quick, Brian. I don't know if you are available, brother.
What's going on?
I just got a quick question, bro. you've been in the Discord group, and I know you got in for the $100, $200. I'm not sure what you paid to get in. Have you how much did you pay to get in? Which promotion did you come in on, Brian?
$100.
How much?
100.
$100. So you act fast. Perfect. So you came in for $100, Brian, and I called out one project that, let's just talk about Stronghold. Let's just talk about Stronghold alone, right? Let's not talk about the other one. Stronghold we did a master class on, but let's talk about Stronghold. Have you 10x your $100?
Definitely.
Damn. Definitely. So I just wanted, that's all I needed, Brian. Look, I asked him, has he 10x? So that's just $100 to what? $1,000. Have you 10x your investment? Brian said, absolutely. He was surprised I asked him that question. For real, y'all. So if you're in the Discord group, when I tell you all that, we've 10x plus our investment. 10x is nothing, right? I believe that this is going to be a 100x opportunity over the next 2 years. So depending on, what you put in today could really change a lot for your future, whether that you want to get into real estate, you want to get into, you want to create a business, you want to create an app. I don't know what y'all have goals of, right? But whatever your goal is, I promise you, we're calling projects today. Man, listen, y'all, I called one that's built on Hedera, and this bad boy went up 40% 2 days later after we called it. Okay, so you got to realize the reason why I call these tokens is because a lot of the time I'm plugged into Twitter. Twitter is the greatest place you can go to really stay plugged in. If you don't have the time to be on Twitter, if you don't have the time to do those things, you want to make sure that you plug in. So I have a new project that we're going to be interviewing this Thursday, y'all. This Thursday, I need everybody to be on this show and tell your friends and family. This company is founded by two brilliant Black brothers. You know what I mean? Two brilliant Black brothers. And I can't wait to be able to introduce them to you all. This right here is called Project Pi. This project was a part of the incubator process. This is the first project, the official project that has been finished and finalized over at the Atlanta Blockchain Center. Atlanta is being put on the map when it comes to developers. We have some amazing developers in the Atlanta area, and I have committed myself with the Atlanta Blockchain Center for 2024 to really start the interview. Every time they incubate a new company out of this, which I think we have 2 more companies coming out very soon, one for real estate, the other one for, I forget what the other one's for, but regardless, we have some of the best developers here in the Atlanta area, some amazing talent, and Project Pi is the future on Post-Chain. Now, we're going to talk to these guys about what the purpose of this is, but I want them to come on and talk about their early staking. Because remember, y'all, this company just got started, right? And so you can literally take advantage of their early staking opportunities. Remember, y'all, being early to projects, you all always ask, hey, how can I be early? How can I be early to a project? How can I get in on something that has real world utility on the white label list? Because usually, y'all didn't white label the Ripples to XRP. You didn't white label the H-bar. You wasn't early enough to that. You weren't early enough to VeChain. Hell, even if you were, you wasn't even in position. This company, Project Pi, has now put it in position that this company will be utilized. Okay, they will be pushing this initiative. They will be pushing this agenda. And I believe with the Atlanta Blockchain Center and the relationships that these guys are making, throughout Atlanta and throughout the U.S. is what's going to take them far. And I'm invested into them. I want to bring them onto this show, and I want them to talk about the technology and also the benefits of getting in early. So I just wanted to let you all know that this Thursday coming up, episode 198, we will have an interview episode. Can we light it up one time for the interview? And then secondly, on episode 200, okay, I've already officially did it. We're going to be working on the flyer for this one. We got TJ, the smart guy, who is a blockchain tax advisor. Okay, crypto tax advisor will be on the 200th episode. I promise you all, listen, if you know a crypto nerd, and they don't hop on this show, I'm telling you right now, I promise you they don't got their taxes together. Let's go ahead and get everybody on this call because if you miss this, this is like, because you know you got to pay taxes. You know this, you know the IRS is coming. You know these things are coming. Do not miss your opportunity to get yours in order, okay, to get your ish in order. With that being said, let's go ahead and look at this bullish news. Okay, right now, we are in sentiment. We are at a 58 neutral. We saw ourselves work all the way from like over 90s of the fear and greed index back to neutral, which is solid, right? Because this is where we really want to be right now, moving into, we already had the halving about almost 2 weeks ago, about a week, definitely a week ago, we had the halving, family. Okay, the next major day for this space is going to be the election, right? So, hopefully we get this fear and greed index, hopefully we go ahead and get this market to pull back a little more. We can start, securing some DCA prices lower than where we are today, and then we can ride the wave back up to this green area as we move into the year 2025. This is huge news, y'all. Bitcoin's at $60,682. Ethereum sitting at just below $3,000. It's dropped back below there, right? We're in some good areas right now for executing prices. Solana's at 128. XRP's at 49 cents, y'all. Having a hard time. Dogecoin, 13 cents. Cardano sitting at 42 cents. And the list goes on and on. However, today, I'm gonna spend a lot of time on Hedera today. Okay, I hope y'all are okay with that, but I'm gonna spend a good amount of time on HBAR in the Hedera ecosystem today. But before we do actually get there, I do want to take the time to actually take a look at these charts. I want to apologize about Saturday, everybody. Saturday, I did have a family funeral to go to. I lost a family member, so I could not host the Saturday trading call. So unfortunately that didn't happen. Yesterday, I didn't have nothing to talk about for the sip and learn, to be real with y'all. So we did not do it. What I would advise is, if you're in the Discord group and you want these sip and learns to be more effective, let's together come up with topics, right? If you all see something interesting, drop it inside of the Discord group in our main chat and say, hey, Vince, hey, team, can we talk about this on Monday? I'm really interested. This is what could help your learning go to the next level. Remember, y'all, if I don't got nothing to talk about, I'm not hopping on. I'm not. I don't owe anybody 52 Mondays. I don't owe you anything. You pay me $100 one time to be here. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you to be here for 52 weeks for $100. I'm doing that because it's something I'm passionate about. So if you all want to strike that passion and you really want to have a dope ass Discord group, I recommend you really start getting involved in this community. Right? I'm telling y'all right now, because if, we could have things to talk about, but remember, there's so many things to talk about in the space that you really want to make sure if you're in this Discord group, y'all, make sure you're bringing up topics saying, hey, Vince, let's talk about this, man, on Monday, challenge me, don't let me have a Monday that I don't go live. Because if I don't have nothing to talk about, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste you all's time. So, I just wanted to apologize about missing those 2 sessions. This weekend was definitely a long one, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be back in a new week. Okay, so right now, y'all, we have a engulfing candlestick on the daily. Okay, we have a bearish engulfing candlestick that has been forming on the daily. So will we break below this $2.16 trillion mark? We will take a look. So we saw that the Bitcoin halving was this little orange line that goes up and down. We saw that it came up. We found the level of resistance based off of this level of support right here. And then the market went ahead and went down and we're forming an engulfing. So we'll see whether we get a wick off of this level or if we get a break of this level. If we get a break of this level, I can see the entire crypto market at least coming back down to $1.8 trillion as a total market cap. Now let's go over and take a look at the H-bar chart. Okay, I want to go over and take a look at the H-bar chart and actually see what happened, right? We saw this BlackRock news, okay? And I haven't been to my H-bar chart in a while, but as y'all can see, 15 cent area was my resistance zone that I had marked up from the past. Now let's go find how long ago before, it hit, before it hit this level, right? The last time it came to this level was on May 5th of 2022. Ain't that crazy? Last time it came to this level was on May 5th, and we're at April 30th right now, almost back to May 5th, which is what? Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. So we literally hit the Cinco de Mayo level. The markets just was getting drunk. The markets was just turning up real quick. You know what I mean? They was out there, they was out there merengue game. They was out there bachata. They was out there, I know that ain't got nothing to do with Mexico, but at the end of the day, that's what they was on. Okay, that's what they was on. Okay, now, as you can see, this market, like you see this candle, y'all, crazy. H-bar candle went all the way up. We rolled this candle up. We remember this, y'all, came all the way up to about 18 cents. And then this thing has crashed all the way back down to the beginning of this candle. We see this all the time in crypto. This is not something that is like, new to us. This is not something that like makes us fear. So I just wanted to show y'all these charts that look, crypto is one of those markets where you can get hundreds of percents of gains in a day and lose it all over the next couple of days because that move was an institutional move. This really was a fake out candle, and it was really pushed by, I won't say fake news because the news is real, but we're going to cover that today. So with that being said, if y'all are ready, now that we've done the analysis, we've got all the stuff out of the way that we need to get out of, it's time for us to deep dive into some bullish content. Now, this came out June 1st of 2018. Very, very old press release. So, for those, for my trolls out there, just calm down, okay? Just because it was in 2018, trolls don't mean, it doesn't mean that it's still not, relevant today. We just like, as crypto researchers, we like to go back because to predict the future, you kind of have to know what happened in the past, right? So check this out. This is what happened in 2018. The IMF brings key stakeholders together to foster a collaboration on fintech. The broad impact. Okay, so check this out, y'all. The manager and director, Christine Lagarde, announced today the expansion of the fund's high-level advisory group. Okay, the high-level advisory group. The group is composed of 19 members who are highly experienced experts and respected leaders in the field of finance and technology. Okay, if we scroll down, okay, here it is right here. Our high-level advisory group has made an invaluable contribution to the IMF's work on fintech. Okay, where you going, Theo? Let's keep going, right? Check this out. Check this out. Who's a part of the advisory group? You got Jeremy Allaire from Circle. So remember, y'all, right now, USDT is really, 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 is not compliant with the MiCA, and it's not compliant with the US infrastructure. So right now, we can see that the founder of USDT, the CEO, is not a part of it, but the founder of USDC, as in Circle, Jeremy Allaire, is a part of this. Let's see who else is. You got Alibaba Digital Economy Institute. Okay, the Dr. Long Chin. You have this person right here who's a chief economist over at BBVA, which is a big bank. You have Robert Garrison, a part of the Depository Trust and Clearing House. So this is a part, Clearing Corporation is part of clearing. You got Rebecca Goshrin of the International Financial Markets U.S. Treasury. Okay, you have Erwin Haryono, head of FinTech office and Bank of Indonesia. Wow, you have Chris Larson, executive chairman of Ripple. Okay. Sookie now. Sookie now. So you're talking about Chris Larson. Okay, a part of the advisory group for the IMF for fintech, and people tell me Ripple XRP is not going to do anything. Okay, that was just one example, but we got more to come of that. But before we get there, right, let's take a quick look at this post right here. Okay, let's take a quick look at this, not this one right here. Actually, I don't know what happened. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So I want to start off by talking about Hedera Hashgraph today, okay? For you all that don't know, you're in for a treat. Consider this a little masterclass. Now, remember, y'all, I did do, Mr. Branch is over on Twitter, YouTube right now. He said, you have trolls? No way, man. You know we have trolls, Mr. Branch. You know how that is, okay? If you ain't got no trolls, you ain't popping. You know, it used to be haters, but if you ain't got no trolls, you ain't popping. Now, I'm going to give you all a small, short masterclass of Hedera Hashgraph ecosystem. Now, understand that I originally, family, created a masterclass, which is the H-Bar Masterclass, which is available for sale for just $100 today, just $100. You guys can go and get everything you need, from how to stake your H-Bar, how to start getting into DeFi pools, how to be able to the safest places to store it, all of the partnerships, the research. And honestly, y'all, it's actually about time to do an updated version, because there's a lot of new features to Hashpack, the saucer swap. There's a lot of new features to Hedera Hashgraph. Honestly, y'all, if you would like another if you think I should run the H-Bar Masterclass back, just to redo it, update it, get a better quality, update the information, make sure everybody's plugged in properly to the new staking ecosystem. If you guys will be down for that, drop some coffee. And if we get enough coffee, I actually will do another masterclass. I'm not going to do it if I don't need to, but if you found it valuable, if you all, if you took it last time, or maybe you didn't do it and you feel like it would be valuable and this is something you would want to be a part of, drop some coffee, let me know. And if I get enough people, I definitely will do another H-Bar masterclass. All right, cool. Well, listen, matter of fact, only reason why I'm going to do it is because Billy said agreed. That's the only reason. That's actually the only reason. It's because Billy said do it. And Billy said, I'll help. Hey, Billy, well, let's get some money together, Billy. Let's go. I love that. Billy said, I'll help. Oh, man, that's what's up. Thank you, Billy. That's what's up. So we're going to do another H-Bar masterclass. I will announce it soon. I'm just going to get my mind. I got a lot of other stuff going on, y'all. I'm going to get my mind wrapped around it. I still have all the data and everything, but y'all, this H-Bar, I'm not lying to y'all. It's off the chain. All right. And I'm getting more and more understood. So the thing that I wanted to focus on with Hedera today was what's called their token service, where you can configure, mint, and manage native fungible and non-fungible tokens on the Hedera network. Okay, so why? Okay, public and private blockchains offering tokenization carry the burden of expensive fees or upfront infrastructure costs, slow transaction speeds, blase, blase. But with the Hedera token service, enables configuring, managing, and transferring native fungible and NFTs on the public Hedera network. Now, something that I really wanted, I'm going to take a real focus on this masterclass when we do it, we're going to really talk about NFTs, the future of NFTs. I may do a free masterclass actually on NFTs just to educate people. I'll probably do a free masterclass for social media as well. Okay, so I'm probably going to do that. If y'all don't mind, mom, somebody, can y'all text me over H-Bar Masterclass and NFT free Masterclass so that I can make sure that I don't forget? If anybody can just text me that real quick, anybody that doesn't mind, that would help me out a lot. Thank y'all so much so I don't forget it. Now, building on the Hedera token service, you got payments, right? So it offers opportunity for payments, financial services, supply chain, energy and sustainability. These are all the companies that are a part of the Hedera ecosystem, including DLA Piper. Okay. They say DLA Piper has long been supporting development of the Hedera token service. And they're actually, DLA Piper is actually one of the governing council members. Pay attention.
Imagine a future where the entire global economy is tokenized. A future where markets are fair and accessible to all. A future where any asset can be tokenized and exchanged anywhere in the world in seconds for a fraction of a penny. This future is being built on Hedera today.
All right, so just a quick little clip, right? But the future is being built on Hedera today. There's so many different, here goes the fees right here. So with Hedera token services, creating a fungible token class is only $1. Creating a non-fungible token class is $1. Mint fungible token in a class is less than a penny. Minting a fungible token in a class is like 5 cents right now. So as you all can see, extremely low prices, especially if you go over and you take a look at like the Ethereum ecosystem and kind of what the gas fee structure is over there. It's absolutely nuts, right? So let's keep pushing forward. So one of the companies that I want to talk about today that has been highlighted most recently, today, April 30th at 9:00 a.m., literally an hour before the show, was this company right here called Red Swan CRE, which is if you all don't know what CRE is, that is commercial real estate, right? So understand that Red Swan, they tokenize commercial real estate properties, right? It's already happening. This is not a solution that could be happening. This is something that's already happening. So the Red Swan CRE team has been tokenizing its $5 billion, y'all. It's been tokenizing its $5 billion in real estate portfolio as real world assets directly on Hedera Hashgraph's ecosystem. So shout out to the Red Swan company. And another thing is this was also created by a Black man. So shout out to just Black people doing dope things out here in the world, man. Shout out to that. That's super amazing. Okay, now I also want to highlight something else, right? Hedera made its way, in the top 3. So what am I talking about? Here are the crypto's top coins by development frequency. The team at Optimism has been the most active over this time frame. The below list is sorted by counting any redundant GitHub activity from a project and averaging just daily activity over the past 30 days. This was created on April 23rd, so we haven't even been 30 days. And within this first 30 days, you have Optimism. And this is something you may want to screenshot, right? This is it right here, y'all. These might be a couple of projects, new things you never heard of before. One of the projects that we have been talking about a little bit inside of our group is ICP, Internet Computer. If you have not heard of that project, I would recommend maybe going to take a look at ICP. But as you all can see, these are the top 10, and Hedera, is in the top 3, which is extremely bullish information. Okay, that means developers, people are building. Now, the thing that was kind of exciting about, that's one, right? Another announcement from Hedera was the announcement that the BAF University Summit, here it is right here, okay? So, one second. Well, anyway, Hedera, I don't know if this is the correct article. I don't know here it is right here. The BAF University Summit is made possible by the dedicated support of our co-host and sponsors, CoinDesk, Hedera, and Arbitrum. Okay, CoinDesk, Hedera, and Arbitrum. So Hedera is a part of this BAF movement, which is the Blockchain Acceleration Fund. Okay, it's been the forefront of bridging academia and industry through impactful events, research, and educational initiatives. If you go and take a look at the Hedera Governing Council, you'll see that they have a lot of university partners, right? So they are really big on partnering with universities so that they can touch the developers of the future, right? I think that is extremely important. Okay, another article that came out on September 3rd, this is September 13th back in 2022. I wanted to bring this one up, but tokenization of illiquid assets to reach $16 trillion by 2030, family. Right now, the crypto market, I showed you all, it's at where? Like $2.24 trillion, $2.24 trillion. If we're only at $2.24 trillion and the tokenization of illiquid assets will reach 16 trillion by 2030, That's crazy within itself, right? So a large chunk of the world's wealth today is locked in liquid assets. Okay, a lot of the wealth today is locked up in liquid assets. And so this was actually predicted by the Boston Consulting Group, which is also a partner of Hedera Hashgraph, the Boston Consulting Group. Okay. It is predicted that on-chain asset tokenization could solve this problem. A market that surpassed $2.3 billion in 2021 is expected to reach $5.6 billion by 2026. So just realize that as the years go on and on, more and more money will be unlocked through these ecosystems, okay? So just wanted to continue to show you all that there is a lot of money out here that's not moving properly and will be moved properly soon. We talked about Red Swan, but one of the things that I wanted to tell you all that you may not be familiar with is that, look at this right here, y'all. Red Swan can also create ERC20 compliant securities thanks to the EVM compatible Hedera Smart Chain service, which is very, very important. That EVM, y'all might want to write that down if you're new to it. The EVM compatibility, if you're looking at a lot of these protocols, if they don't have an EVM compatibility layer on top of it, you want to make sure that you probably, if you do invest into it, don't invest a whole lot because the guarantee of it being around may not be as big, because of the fact that, it's not connected in that way. Now, if you guys remember, we just read that article about the $16 trillion in assets tokenized by 2030, with real estate being the largest asset class. BCG is just one of several firms like JP Morgan, Citigroup, and Goldman Sachs that identify the rapid tokenization of industries like real estate, fund management, and art as keys of growth. Okay, so again, y'all, this Red Swan is going to be extremely, extremely huge. Just want to make sure that you all are in the know and know what's going on. Now, another project that was built on Ethereum originally was this company called Diamond Standard. And we talked about this on our last masterclass. And some of you all may actually own the Diamond Standard token inside your hash pack. However, I just wanted to tell you all before we go into this video right here that Hedera is doing some extremely crazy things right now. And I would highly recommend that you all get on board with this ecosystem if you can before it's too late. But listen up.
What I'm curious about, Graham, is what else right now could be tokenized on RChax? Could you have, other money market funds? Could you have equities? What else could be tokenized using your platform?
Yeah, I guess, the quick summary is everything. All regulated securities out there across the world, as long as we can hold them, immobilize them, then we can probably create tokens backed by them. If you think of the way that stable coins work, there's a bunch of fiat sitting in a bank account somewhere, and they're issuing tokens backed by that fiat. It's much the same as we do with securities. We've got a regulated custodian. We can hold those securities in CSDs or networks of CSDs or privately, and we can create tokens backed by those assets that are held completely insolvency remote. So there's not many assets out there we can't tokenize. It's part of what we see as the future. Everyone wants tokens and instruments to exist legally on chain, which means they're issued on chain in the first instance. But the reality is that that's probably some way away. So what we do instead is take the investments that are already out there, we put them on the existing rails, and then we create tokens, which for most intents and purposes operate in exactly the same way as an.
All right. So understanding this, y'all, the main story that should be taken from ArcX tokenizing that BlackRock fund on Hedera isn't that it's BlackRock. It's a BlackRock fund, despite it being an example of Larry Fink's prediction starting to come to fruition, but that the compliant infrastructure has been put in place to tokenize much more, including bonds, equities, and ETFs. So right now, again, y'all, it's about the infrastructure. And I think a lot of people are missing the key point. They're so focused on the money and the prices going up. And how can prices go up without key infrastructure? Okay, so I want to play this quick video real quick for you all. This was a clip that I made yesterday on Instagram, and it was about the 1992 movie Sneakers. I hope that you all enjoy this
right
clip.
now, just chilling, doing a little research for the new week ahead, just so I can continue to stay bullish on the content, right? And there's this 1992 film, which I was born in that year, but in 1992, there was a movie called sneakers. You guys go and check this clip out, but I'm gonna play the actual clip for you all right now. But it shows that they were actually hacking the Federal Reserve's payment systems, and they speak of XRP in the movie.
Bish, I think you better come over here. Carl, you got your little black book?
Yes.
Give me the number for something impossible to access.
What about this? Federal Reserve transfer node Culpeper, Virginia.
And sure, good luck.
900 billion a day go through there. That'll do. Touch it in. Okay. You won't get in. Encrypted. See? Oh, that last contact.
All right. So for the most that I can read, right? Look at, and this is a movie, y'all. But remember, y'all, they put things in movies that we would never see. Federal Reserve transfer node, national headquarters. These guys were hacking the Federal Reserve. Remote system input station. It talks about the interbank fund transfer. They talk about the international something, and then they have XRP-262. So just being, you know, I don't know if that's a real thing, but VO, you know what I'm saying? Go do your thing real quick, VO. Go do your thing right quick. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. We might have to deep dive into something like this on, look, I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. We may have to look into this, y'all. I don't know if I can spend the time to find everything on here, but y'all just write that down. XRP-262. You know what I mean? Y'all just write that down. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't know what it's gonna lead us to, but it may lead us down a whole nother rabbit hole. But with that being said, y'all, I want to show y'all something real quick. Okay, look at this right here, y'all. Can we shout out Ripple? This is brand new, released yesterday. Ripple joins forces with HashKey-DX to introduce XRP ledger-powered enterprise solutions in Japan. Okay, Ripple, okay, is partnering with HashKey-DX, Tokyo-based specialized consulting company of the HashKey Group, to introduce XRP ledger-powered enterprise solutions to the Japanese market. HashKey Group has achieved significant success with its blockchain-powered supply chain finance solutions, which have been widespread adoption in mainland China. The solution was launched in July of 2019 and currently has more than 4,000 companies registered, including 23 banks and 4,300 suppliers. The total trade amount recorded exceeds $7 billion with financing transactions nearing $3 billion with the solution. Leveraging success, HashKey-DX will introduce the supply chain finance solutions to Japan through collaboration with Ripple and SBI Ripple Asia, a joint venture between SBI Holdings and Ripple. These solutions will be built on the XRP ledger. Here's SBI Group. As a part of this partnership, SBI Group companies will become the first Japanese corporation to utilize the supply chain finance solution. Looking ahead, the three companies will explore further collaboration. This is huge news, family, because you got to remember that that Ripple is a huge partner. All right, SBI and Ripple are huge partners, y'all, huge partners. Ripple was a part of the project inside with the Hong Kong Monetary Authority when it comes to tokenizing real estate in I believe Japan or China. I believe it was Hong Kong. Where's Hong Kong? In Hong Kong, China. So in Hong Kong. So you got Hong Kong and Japan taking over. Now I want to play this quick video clip right here from Crypto Airy. Shout out to her for posting this up right here, but pay attention.
There's about 14 ETFs that have hit the market today from 3 different issuers. Those issuers are China Asset Management Company, Harvest Global Investments, and HashKey Exchange. You can see the countdown has started.
All right, so what you're watching, y'all, was live in Hong Kong, okay? And this is the Bitcoin ETF the Bitcoin ETF and even like Ethereum ETFs launching in Hong Kong. So they just had their United States dollar day. So if this happened on today, April 30th at 6:20 a.m., if I mean maybe before that, but if this was it, maybe we can expect over this week some bullish momentum for Bitcoin. Because remember, China is a big market.
There's about 14
All right, so they said 14 ETF providers in their first round, and this company HashKey, which we're talking about, is helping to bring an enterprise trade finance solution to the XRP ledger. So understand this is what we are dealing with. So if we go over here, right here, this is my last update, and then we'll be done with today's show. But I wanted to show you all that we just got that announcement on today or on yesterday, and then we go over to SBI Bank and we look at their service and maintenance information. And this is for the interbank internet banking, Power Direct. If you all see, they're going to do a maintenance period on May 19th, where online banking services and all services available on Power Direct and all its related apps will be unavailable. There's a bunch of maintenance coming up, from ATMs to call centers to prepaid cards to everything, right? So, but the thing we want to focus on is the interbanking system. And so they have a lot of updates and stuff that are coming up. So just be on the lookout for that. And this was perfect timing, especially with this announcement right here. So you got this announcement, plus now SBI is resetting its services and doing some updates and upgrades. And the biggest question is, you have to ask yourself, what are these upgrades? Guys, my name is Vincent Owens. I want to thank you so much for hopping on today's call. This was our 197th episode of Coffee and Crypto. A couple of announcements starting May 1st, which is when? When is May 1st? Is that tomorrow? Is May 1st tomorrow? Or do we got one more day? I don't know. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Look at my calendar. May 1st tomorrow? Damn. So today is the last day, y'all. We start the challenge. Whether I started by myself or not, I don't care. But we start the challenge, the Digital Investors Challenge. So if you know that you need to create some type of strategy, dollar cost averaging, if you know that you need to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent. You need to make investing a habit. I don't know if a lot of you all invest consistently like we've been telling you all that we've been doing, but if you don't have a solid dollar cost averaging strategy or you fell off of that strategy, I'm doing this challenge because for each 30 days, so every month we will be doing this challenge in 2024 where I'll be working with 10 people and I'll be helping you for that 30 days and I'll be challenging you to invest every single day in crypto. I don't care if it's $2, $3, $5, $50. Listen, go get you some money and invest into crypto. It doesn't have to be every day, but it's just about getting into the habit. It's not about investing every day. It's not about investing every week. But and when we talk about investment, not just about investing the money, but a lot of the time, family, it's about investing into the education. It's about investing into the time that it takes. And so if you want to be a part of this challenge, whether it's this month, next month, or the future months, I recommend that you all at least try it one time. Come into this challenge and challenge yourself with me and the rest of the other 10 people that will be in these challenges. And we will be having weekly meetings that'll be private and separate from this. And on those calls, there will be direct coaching. There will be live Q&A sessions, and really just making sure that I'm helping people get to this next level, because the people that are going to win are the people that have the best habits. So with that being said, family, I'm not going to do a Q&A today, just because I do need to get off the call. I have another call starting up here shortly and I need to prepare for. But I do want to say thank you to everybody that took the time. Interested in joining our Discord group, please click the link in the bio, join our Discord group. If you're interested in joining the challenge, link is in the bio for the challenge. You have until tomorrow. Do not hit me up on May 2nd because you will not be able to get in until June 1st. Okay, we take this cohort every 30 days at a time. So I do appreciate everybody that has taken the time to be on today's call. With that being said, I will see y'all at the top, not just from the top. Thank y'all for being the best part, and make sure y'all tune in to episode 198 with Project Pi on Thursday. Peace and blessings all.